Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the season finale, or series finale, of Miss Marvel. So, the episode starts off, I think a few days after the last episode, and we have Kamran and Bruno running away from damage control. Kamran is having trouble controlling his powers. Kamala gets a gift from her mother that is her new costume, which is very, very, very comic book accurate costume. And she decides to go hunting for Bruno because she found out that Bruno's place exploded. So she's now light walking through Jersey City looking for Bruno. So in the mosque and everything else, they're running around. Damage control is hunting them down, and Kamran is not being able to control his powers. All this is going on at the same time. Then it's Kamala finds Bruno and Kamran after everybody in the mosque helped them escape. And then we have them decide that they're going to go to the school because it's a Saturday and nobody shows up on a Saturday. So they break into the school, and I put that in quotes because it really wasn't breaking in the sense of they broke anything to get in there, but they still got into the school on a Saturday. So now the plan was they were going to figure out a way to distract damage control long enough so Kamran and Miss Marvel could escape. Kamala, sorry, she's not Miss Marvel yet. So they devise a plan, and the girl from the first episode, the popular girl, and Kamala's brother come in to help. Why? Because they needed more people. I wish I had an answer for you. So they had this big convoluted plan where they were all going to wear sweatshirts and distract them all to get damage control pretty much confused at what they were doing. Now, they left a lot of traps out for them, but non-lethal traps. So, like, there was a goo bomb, there was dance music, there was fire extinguishers. All this was being done. So while this is happening, Kamala calls her friend the Red Dagger and explains that she needs to get Kamran out of there. And he's reluctant, but decides, you know what, I'll just do it for you. So he does what he needs to do, but he explains to her that she would need to get him to the docks by midnight, or else he wouldn't be able to help him. So all this is going on, and Kamran does not know his mother's dead yet. So while this is happening, the two of them go to escape, and Kamran is demanding an answer of what happened to his mother, because she hinted that it was the Red Daggers that were going to be helping him escape, and he was not for it whatsoever. She explains to him, you know what, she doesn't explain it to him. He guesses that his mother had passed, and she's trying to explain it to him. He doesn't want to hear it, and that's when he decides to go, or tries to go, full-on murder rampage on damage control. And she played damage control better than damage control because she was stopping him in his tracks. Was not easy. So now the entire platoon of damage control were outside ready, waiting for him. Kamran escapes, blasts through the door. Now, while this is happening, everyone else was arrested, which is always fun. And part of the plan was the girl was a huge TikTok star, so she used TikTok to get everyone to support the new superhero. And they were all outside protesting to try to get them to be safe. Kamran comes out, and he starts going crystallized and almost kills everyone in their wake. And Kamala stops him. Damage control really tries to do a number on them. Does hit them a few times, but nothing lethal. And Kamala is able to stop him from his murderous rampage, even though he didn't actually kill anybody. She put him in a dome of crystals and explains to him exactly what happened and that his mother chose him. And that's what she wanted, was him. So he calmed himself down, and he explains to her how he's feeling, in the sense of, what do I do now? I mean, how can I ever be normal? And she's like, you're never going to be normal. Welcome to the world. And she punches a hole into the street and tells him to escape and get to the dock, and that his life was now in his hands. So then Kamala comes out, and we get to see her in a much more comic book accurate form, where it kind of looks like her stretchy self, which is nice. She used it to kind of help stop a lot of the damage from both sides, to be honest with you. So anyway, as this is happening, all of the damage control go aim their sights at her, and that's when the entire crowd breaks through and surrounds her, including the New Jersey police. And they start pushing people out of the way, and that was enough for Kamala to escape. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the series ends. Well, most of it. So then we have a little interaction between Kamala and her father, where he explains that her name means perfect in one language, and then amazing or a marvel in another. And that's when she decides that she liked that, and that she was named after Captain Marvel. And the father finally goes, you will always be our Miss Marvel, a little Miss Marvel. And that's when she decides to go and call herself Miss Marvel. So that's the end of it. And then there are two end credit scenes. So the first one is the three friends get to hang out for a little bit before Bruno goes to Caltech. And Bruno explains to Kamala that, yes, her powers are from her family, but there had to have been more. And what he found in her DNA was there was a mutation in her. Now, for those of you who are comic book fans will know that he's hinting at mutants being among us, which means we are going to be possibly seeing mutants / Inhumans, possibly, inside the MCU now. Because they're now going to be canon, because if Kamala is considered a mutant, then we're going to see others as well, which is a nice little segue to it. So that was the first ending credit scene. The second was Kamala was in a room, full costume, and her little bangle was glowing, and she was kind of very confused. Well, she got shot through the closet, and when somebody comes out of it, it is not Kamala anymore. It is now Carol Danvers, a.k.a. Captain Marvel. So, somehow, someway, she switched places with Carol Danvers, and now Carol Danvers is in Jersey City, and she's not sure how she got there, and she's very confused at what happens. So, I think this is a huge segue into what's going to happen in the Marvels. That being said, I have no idea what they're going to do or how they're going to get through it, or where Carol Danvers was when she switched places with Kamala. Because Kamala could be on a remote planet with no idea or no way to get home. Always fun. And obviously the little tagline on the bottom was Miss Marvel will return in the Marvels, which we already knew. So, a lot of things happen in this episode. We now have mutants in the MCU. We have a segue or setup for the Marvels, which is excellent. So I thought this episode was better than what I was expecting. And I wasn't mad they really didn't have a big bad in this. So definitely looking forward to the Marvels movie coming out next year. That being said, let me know what you guys thought about this series overall in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Personally, I thought it was kind of slow to start, but I did enjoy it overall. And as always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a great night.